And welcome back, everybody, to the Games Tavern. We are back again, everybody, to the Games Tavern. We are back again this week. We've had a few things came up over the last couple of weeks, but we are now ready to get back into the action here on Dirty Deeds. So grab yourselves a drink, take a seat by the fire as we continue the tale of the Fallen Star Company. If this is your first time here catching us on Twitch, welcome. Make sure you go ahead and follow us so you can keep track of everything we got going on here at the Games Tavern. We've got a lot of great shows throughout the week. And if you're catching us on YouTube, well, and you still need to go back and catch up, we try to post all our shows about 48 hours or so later. I think we got a little backlog going right now, but hopefully we plan on getting caught up pretty soon. But before we go ahead and recap what happened a few weeks ago, friends, I think we got a few things to share with the audience here.
The first of that being that if you have an Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. Prime Gaming subscribers support everyone at the show, and they give us access to sub-only emotes and a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord. So don't forget to hit that button and come back next month to re-up that subscription.
Also, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. You can check out the link in chat and check them out for yourself. They are our favorite place to play our 5th edition game. You can access rules and adventures and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like character builders, digital character sheets that are all customizable, as well as other tools you can use in-game, like for some of us, spellcasters, spell effects, and randomly generated animal tokens. We think so highly of it that it is now the official VTT of the Games Tavern. So you can follow our link in chat and use our promo code TGTShard20 and save 20% on all the subs.
20%?
That's a 20 there.
20%. I'm sure you all remember the 21st night of September, but I think it's high time that we also remember that tonight we are giving away a mystery dice set from our friends at 1985 Games. Please go check them out at 1985games.com and use code DIRTYDEEDS1985 to get 10% off your order. Type !EPIC once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a resident of the US or Canada, excluding Quebec, and you must be a follower to enter. We will continue to take entries until the end of stream, so be sure to stick around as you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you when we pick a winner. If not, we draw a new winner, so don't miss out.
10? Did you say 10%?
10? Yeah.
So
we got a 20 and a 10, and I'm sure we can find a 5 here eventually, too.
Before we start doing more math, Stream Loots is live at the Games Tavern. Follow the link in chat to pick up your Games Tavern packs. These cards can be used to help out the characters of the show. Help us. With things like inspiration for the entire party. You can grant us luck points or other collectible cards. There's even a card to grant inspiration to the DM. If you're feeling feisty, don't do it. Give it to us. We need it.
I mean, I need it too sometimes.
We need it.
All right. So, with that, a few weeks ago, the party had kind of wrapped up the interfamily drama that was taking place within the Devereaux family here in Sharn. Having outed Rose's devious uncle, it came to fruition that her uncle was actually a Rakshasa in disguise, who seemed to be manipulating some sort of politics within the background. Having ousted him and making sure that her mother, who they found imprisoned by the Rakshasa, was safe within a hospital getting care, being looked over by Rose's brother Alistair, the crew resumed their original mission for coming to Sharn. That and finding a creation forge that is rumored to be located within the bowels of Sharn. News reports the morning they woke up after all that fun stuff hinted at a mechanical snake-like creature within the lower central area of Sharn. Heading down that way, knowing that they needed to head down to the Cogs where the rumored forge was, the crew found groups of civilians who seemed to have been tied up and captured by some roaming Warforged. deciding to go ahead and free these individuals, our heroes leapt into action, only to find a mechanical centipede-like creature, seemingly composed of 5 separate warforged individuals, came from one of the alleyways and joined the fray. And 2 weeks ago, that's where we had left off, as the crew has managed to dispatch most of the normal warforged soldiers that were here, but are facing down on this mechanical mechapede, we'll say, as 2 of the warforged are attempting to run with captives as well. Now, right before we went off the air last time, they managed to take out one of these segments of this mechapede as it crumbled to the ground. The portion behind it morphing itself back more towards the humanoid side and reforming what you could consider the head of this mechapede. And so we pick back up in our conflict at the top of the round, where Tavern is currently sitting on one of the roofs with his young daughter in melee right now with one of the other warforged. Tavern, what is it you want to do on your turn?
All right, let's get into it. Let's get active. I'm just gonna shoot down at this warforged down here.
Okay. The one that's engaged with Alana?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna fire one. Dirty 20.
Yeah, dirty 20 is going to hit him.
Nice. And that will be 8 piercing damage.
So as you draw back, you shoot your arrow, you see it just goes right down through its neck, and it just seizes up from the impact and drops to the ground.
Cool, that was fun. And
say anything cool like "Get your hands off my daughter."
No, no, not this time. Do I know how Ceres ran down that alley?
You did see him head in that direction, yes.
Cool. So what I'm gonna do is thumbs up to Alana, circle around this way, peek, I guess, see how Ceres. I'm gonna yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let you know the difference between those 2 roofs is about 10 feet.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna jump off anyway. So I'm gonna run to this side and I'm gonna jump off. And mid-air, can I fire an arrow at the one that... Yeah.
So before you get to that point, I need you to give me an acrobatics check for going from the higher level roof to the lower level.
Oh, that part is what you were talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's about a 10-foot difference between the 2 roofs on that building. From that lower roof, it's only about 20 feet down to the ground.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so
7.
In our grand tradition here at Dirty Deeds, Tavern has once again failed another acrobatics check. As you drop down to the other roof, your foot lands on the tiles and a couple of the shingles on this roof give way under your feet, and you fall prone, sliding downward to the edge of the roof. Go ahead, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
It's a 12.
You are able to, as you slide off the roof, you're able to grab a rain gutter and kind of catch yourself a little bit as it gives way and you kind of go down the ground. You only end up dropping 10 feet total. So you are going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and you are prone as you just end up falling down to the ground. And that's pretty much all of your movement.
Oh, okay. I'll take. All right.
Yeah. So, anything else you want? So you still have your bonus action that you can use for Olana.
Olana's is going to continue doing what she was doing to go free the prisoners. I think that's what was happening.
Yeah, that's what she was doing until that one Warforged came up on her.
Yeah, so that's what she's just gonna.
Okay, so she goes over there and starts working on trying to undo the binds on them. All right. Echo.
Yes.
In your current rage right now, this mechapede in front of you, you're actually at the tail end of it as it started to loop itself back around and attack Biscuit and the giant elk that seemingly appeared out of nowhere when Steel threw a little fur ball on the ground.
Okay, I'm going to just. Can I do I think I tried it last time. I don't know if I've succeeded or failed, where I like jam my scimitar and just kind of run through it to see if it like.
Okay, so what are you just using that as an attack?
Yeah, as an attack. Like that would
okay.
be the attack.
Yep. Go ahead, give me the attack roll. Are you doing this recklessly?
Yes, I am doing it recklessly because that's my brand at this point.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. That's 22 to hit.
Yeah, 22 is going to hit it.
Yeah. Okay, and then that's damage. That's 11 plus 2 rage bonus.
Okay, so that's 13 total.
And then I'll do it another time.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that one's going to hit it as well.
That's 7 plus 2 is 9 damage, and then I get a third time.
You get your bonus action attack.
Yeah.
Yes, with the double-bladed scimitar.
Yes. Oh, that's a dirty 20, 22 to hit.
That is going to hit as well.
Oh, I didn't roll that properly. Let me reroll. That's just
oh yeah, it's supposed to just be 1d4.
Yeah, 1d4, my bad. 3.
Okay.
And
so
I'm basically kind of running and moving, so I'm going to be moving like in between, like around here. So I'm still within melee range of them, but I just want closer to Biscuit and the elk.
Okay. Yep. So you just slash into this rear portion of this mechapede and just rip some holes into it. That was some pretty good damage you did to it there. All right, Steel, you are up.
Okie dokie then. Let's see things I can do. So there is a metal gentleman running away from me with a person.
Yes.
And I should be within range still to just shoot his butt. So
yep.
I will do that. And shot number 1 is a natural 20.
That's definitely going to hit him.
Shot number 2. I was going to say shot number 2 is a dirty 20.
Okay.
So.
Yep. So both of those strike him.
First one with the natural 20. Now I must find my bonuses again. It's been too long. Okay.
Yes, it has.
Let's see here. There it is. It's 19 points of force damage on the first one.
Okay.
And 7 points of force damage on the second one.
Okay. You see that first one strikes him right in the back, and he stumbles forward. And he actually ends up dropping the individual that he was carrying. And then the second one hits him solid, and he gets almost spun around. And now he looks like you get the impression that he's just going to try to get out of town now.
Okay, well, that's a good start.
Still standing, though.
Okay, fair enough. Good place to be. Next is going to be Biscuit. Biscuit, he's going to have to do some maneuvering. So Biscuit's going to go right. Can Biscuit step over the chunk of the piece there? And I'm assuming that all of the pieces of the mechapede count as one thing, like it's one creature. Okay.
No, they each count as their own individual creature.
Erg. Well, I'm still within 5 feet of at least 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, I'm gonna attack the first one closest to Ro there, with Biscuit.
Okay. Yep. That's the one that's currently the head right now.
Okay, and Biscuit misses.
Okay.
And I will let you decide, what does the giant elk want to do?
Yeah.
Some
So
grass.
no. So the giant elk obviously sees this as a threat, so he just he's gonna come and go after the back end of this thing.
Okie doke.
The butt.
He's going after the butt.
The butt. Okay.
The boot.
The boot.
Das
Das
Boot.
Boot.
Das boot. So he has he's just gonna use his hooves. So it's a +6 to hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's on a prone creature, so he uses his ram.
Yeah.
It's still +6 to hit though.
So that'll be a 22.
That's gonna hit. So it's 2d6 +4 bludgeoning.
2d6. 11 points. Right on the average. Woo!
All right. You see that back end after Echo just kind of tore it up. You see the antlers of this giant elk dig into it more, and it looks like it's about ready to fall off the back end of this thing. All right. That is Steel and the Menagerie. Do you plan on moving?
No. I'm
Okay.
happy where I'm at the moment.
All right. The one Warforged that you just shot dashes and goes off around a corner and is no longer in sight. The one that you're currently engaged with, Halceris, drops the civilian that he was trying to run away with, turns around at you and goes to swing at you twice with his arm blade. So the first swing at you is going to be a 12. And the second is a 9. So
Nope. And I will use my reaction to blast him with my shield.
Okay.
I believe that is a strength save against steel. I think it's your DC.
So I'm gonna tell you flat out, he fails.
Okay.
I don't even need to compare that. And he gets shoved back from you. I think it's 15 feet, or is it 10 feet?
15.
15 feet. Okay. So you kind of get shoved back off of the map a little bit. And after, it doesn't do any damage, right?
No damage, just
Yep.
whack.
Okay.
Just shoves
So
him.
as soon as he gets shoved back, he looks very panicked, turns around and runs.
He still only has 15 feet of movement speed, though.
Yes. Yep. No, I know. He's not moving. He's not running very fast, but he's.
Where are you running, Warforged? I'm
He-
gonna get you. I
he's
need
trying
a
to-
new soup can.
Yeah, he's trying to book it out of there. All right, the Mechapede. Does the Mechapede get its breath weapon back?
No, thank you.
Okay, that is good to know.
Yeah,
So the
but each of those body segments get a roll, right?
no, no. So
What
this
are you doing?
So there's no. So this creature is kind of one that I kind of came up with a concept for. So it's an interesting one. But no. So he's just going to turn around with the 2 swords. The head of it's going to turn around and just attack Biscuit because Biscuit's right there. So the first swing going at Biscuit is a 13 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay, and the second swing is a 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. Oof. That is going to be 18 points of slashing damage to Biscuit.
He's a good.
As it swings with his left and just goes wide and then just comes straight down on top of Biscuit's back with the second swing. And its body swings around to the other side. So I'm going to say Echo, Biscuit, and the elk can all make opportunity attacks.
The elk got a 21.
Okay,
You
that's
said-
going to hit.
And Biscuit, you said can take
Yep.
one as well.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's made all of its attacks, and it didn't attack anybody else this turn, right? So
No, it just attacked Biscuit.
okay. Biscuit got an 18.
Okay, so Biscuit hits the head, the elk hits the back. And looks like Echo is a little creeped out by the way this thing is moving. And swung very wide.
Biscuit got 9 points of force damage, and the elk got 12 points of bludgeoning damage on it.
Okay, so the elk lashing out with its antlers skewers the back portion and rips it right off of the back of the mechapede.
Good work.
So
Way to go.
there's
That's
now
how we do it.
only 3 segments left. All right. Let's see, that's my mechapede. We are on row.
So quick question, because it's been a while. Did I know I used Hexblade's Curse. I'm pretty sure I Hexblade's Curse the Mechapede.
No, you had mechapede one of the other guys. Because that you did
Hexblade
that
curse.
before. No, because you did that before the mechapede even showed up.
Really? Okay, cool.
I'm
Is what
pretty
it is.
sure.
Whenever. Cool. Okay, so I mean I have one option, and that is to hit it. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
So first one, you see it ricochet right off the armor plating of this thing.
Let me see if I have a lucky. I have one lucky left.
Well,
You
you
know
have
what?
extra shots with it though.
You still have
Like,
your second shot with Eldritch
I
Blast.
know. I know. Okay.
I mean, you can use your last lucky point.
It's a 19 to hit on the second blast.
Second blast hits.
Okay. That's 9 damage.
So it's going to be 9 damage. I need you to give me a d4 roll, please.
I know how to do that. I just can't do it quickly because I'm a slow.
Nope, you're fine.
Thing. That's a 1.
Okay, so your Eldritch Blast for the 9 damage goes and hits the head of this thing.
Okay. So that's my attack and my attack. For bonus action, I'm gonna use Thunderous Charge.
Okay.
I am. Okay, so with a Thunderous Battle Cry, I move 10 feet in a straight line and make a melee weapon attack.
Okay.
Oh, I hate getting close to this thing.
Go ahead and move. Where are you moving to first?
I'm moving straight at the front, the head.
Okay.
And so that's a 19 to hit.
That's going to hit it.
Okay. That's 7 piercing damage. Let me add my 1d6? 1d8? I've already forgotten.
What is your superiority die at right now?
That's
It's
not
D8.
superiority die. This is the Thunderous Charge, though, right?
Yeah, but that's what it's one of your. Oh no,
No,
that's
it's
a
a spell.
spell.
No, it's a spell.
Never mind. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a d6. Yep. So
So that's a 5. So that's 12 damage.
12
I
damage to
think-
the head. Okay.
Yeah, 12 damage to the head. Oh, and I gain plus. Oh yeah, so I did that already.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, let's go ahead and move you right up there too. Got to get you right up against it.
Great. And so then for my movement, I'm gonna back it up and eat the opportunity attack if I have to.
Okay. Yep. It will definitely make that attack.
Yep.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm. So as you come in and you hit it with that and you go to back up, it just swings right at you, right across your back for 15 points of slashing damage.
Ouchie. Okay. Fine.
Oh, this guy hits hard.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
he does. All right. Anything else, Ro?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Alceris.
I am going to move forward towards the Warforged, but more so to like interpose myself between it
Okay.
and the person it dropped. And as I do, as I'm running across the buildings, I just bring my shillelagh around and just drag it across the wall to get that sound, and I cast Toll the Dead
Okay.
straight at this last guy.
So wisdom save, right?
Yes, sir.
And that is a big old failure.
Okay. So that is 2d12 plus my wisdom. 16 plus 5, 21.
Holy crap.
Yes!
Yeah, no, you just see him reverberate and shake and just fall apart. Yeah. Man, those cantrips get nasty after a while.
They're all I can do. That's all I have. And then I will look, if you'll allow it, just like a quick, because I can't do much with my bonus action here. I'll just, like a bonus action medicine check on these two. Like, does it look like they're in danger right now? Like, injury-wise?
Give me the medicine check at disadvantage. Because you're just doing a real quick look.
I'm just looking to see if there's any, like, big holes. Disadvantage. 217.
Wow.
Oh, you need more potassium.
Yeah, no, so they look like they're bruised, got some scuffs, but you don't see any like blood coming from anywhere. You don't see any blood stains on their clothing.
Follow me back to the main roads. Eyes open.
Well, so they're both tied up still.
Oh, they're still tied up. Then
they're still tied up.
I'll just partly. I guess I'll try to untie. Or
so you'll have to do that next round because you kind of use your bonus to look at them real quick.
Fair enough. All
right. You do have movement though.
I'll move back here again. So I moved a couple feet forward to interpose, and now I'm back. So
okay. Alrighty. The commoners are all tied up still, so they're not really going anywhere.
Oops.
Taryn, you are currently laying prone at the base of this little building. Wind finally coming back into your lungs.
This is fun. I stand up. That's half my movement, right?
Correct.
So what I'll do is just run this way. That should be an angle enough.
I am gonna say, I'm gonna give it half cover from there.
That's fine. So what I'm gonna do? So if
you can just kind of make it out around the corner.
Yeah. So what I want to do, I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna just bonus action dash. Screw it.
Okay.
Just a second, because I was just gonna aim up and fire the arrows up and over, so it lands down, but go through all that. So yeah, I'm gonna just, I guess, get right here, so I could fire at the middle. I'll fire at the front head.
You're gonna fire at the front head. Okay, go ahead. Give me the attack roll.
No one else is in position. That's 18 to hit.
18 finds purchase.
Coolie doolies. That's 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus I'm gonna head and mark it as my favorite foe. So that's D6, and then sneak attack, so that's 2d6. That. Roll that, and that's 7, so 14 damage so far, and then let's hit it one more time. Just for the heck of it. Okay. It's another 18.
That's gonna, yep. So you fire the 2 arrows, and you just see the front half of it just crumple over.
Nice. Very nice. And I guess I get closer with the rest of my movement, I guess. Hop on top of this. That's a wagon, so a
Yeah.
crate. Yeah, just hop on top of that.
All right, I'm not
Sure
gonna
you
make you
want to
roll
hop
up.
on things?
I'm not gonna make you roll acrobatics on that one.
I was hoping you didn't, because
It's just a tradition here for you to roll one when it comes
like-
to buildings.
very much so. After the first one that's what it's been the entire time. So
Mhm.
fun. And I'll end my turn there. Olana's still with the prisoners. I don't know if she can.
Okay.
Move
Yeah.
on.
So she actually goes through and gets. She's able to kind of just pull out with her short sword, cut the binds on all three of them.
Cootie. All right. So, all right, and then that's our turn.
Okay. Echo, you are up. You currently see just like the two segments that are still kind of moving. Their feet,
Yeah,
hands.
they're going down. Are you kidding me? I want them out. I'm going to run towards them. It's number 7 and 8, right? And since I attacked from this side the first time, I'll go on the sidewalk and attack from the other side, just balancing and evening it out.
Okay.
Recklessly, of course. Okay, here we go. That doesn't work.
Nope. 12. It misses, or
Right.
you miss, not it misses.
Yeah, my scimitar misses. All right, I'll try again. Okay, I'm assuming 23 hits.
Yeah. 23 is gonna hit.
All right, so that's 12 slashing damage, and then third, I get a bonus attack.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Oh no, 21.
And 21's gonna hit it as well.
Oh, I keep doing that. Sorry. Roll that. That's 4 damage.
Okay. Oof. It's not looking
Still
too
standing?
good. It's still standing. So it's weird because it's not really standing because it's like on all fours and it's still connected to the dead one in front of it. And there's the other one still connected behind it. But it's still moving around.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I'm just gonna move closer to back closer to Biscuit, so like I'm still with
Okay.
Sentinel. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Steel, you are up.
Okie dokies. The one guy ran out of my way, so I'm just gonna start shooting at the centipede thing. But I will probably
Okay.
move before I do that. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I can go about there. I still have some movement if I want to. We'll leave it like that. I'm gonna hit the head portion.
Okay.
Whatever that is now.
Yeah, so right now
furthest-
that's actually the middle portion because it hasn't detached itself yet.
But the one furthest away from Echo, I should say.
Okay, so that would actually be the current tail position.
Oh, okay. 25 is the first to hit.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
That's 13 force damage.
Okay.
Second is 15 to hit.
So that it just sails right over it.
Fair enough. And Biscuit is going to Biscuit is gonna move in a little closer, right there.
Okay.
And he's gonna take out a bite out of the one that's going after Echo.
Okay.
Biscuit, good job. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah. That's definitely
Good
gonna
boy.
hit.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. Okay. 8 points of force damage on that bite.
Okay. So as Biscuit bites down into this, what is currently kind of the middle section right now, you see him just tear out some wires and stuff, and you see oil start to shoot out from this thing as it stops its movement.
Nice. And the rest is up to Elk.
So the elk, kind of understanding what you were doing, actually is going to head down to go and try to retrieve that one civilian and try to protect these civilians, thinking that you guys have this probably under control now.
He's a good boy. Okay, moving on.
All right. So all my Warforged are dead, except for this one Mechapede. So you see the very back portion, the current back portion of this thing just detach itself and stands up, just looking like a normal humanoid Warforged, and pulls out two swords. And runs in that echo. So the first attack would be at advantage. However, I'm guessing you're having Biscuit use the reaction to interpose.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So the first attack is a straight roll on echo. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So that would be 15 slashing, but because you're raging, that is reduced to 7 slashing damage. And then the second swing comes in. This one has its full advantage. That is going to be a 29 to hit you.
It hits. Why bother asking?
Yeah,
No, it definitely misses.
So that is also would be another 15 reduced to 7 slashing damage.
Cool.
The 29, and you didn't even crit. What the hell?
All right, Ro, you are up.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as before. Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Okay. So first one is 22 to hit.
That one's going to hit.
Love that for me. That's 11 damage.
Okay.
Second one is a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Dirty 20, gotcha.
4 damage.
4 damage. All right. You see both the bolts just slam into it. Kind of push it a little bit.
I think that is all I can do. I do have my rapier out, but that doesn't really help me. So yeah, that's give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna figure something out, or I'm just not going to. Echo's right there, right?
She is.
Okay, well I'm a yell, you got this, bud. And I'm gonna rally.
Okay.
So let me roll a superiority die, and she will get that as temp HP.
Okay.
I like to think
Where
Ro
the-
also did both arms up.
Yeah.
Rotated
Okay.
both arms
Where
up
is
and then
my-
took their hat, turned it inside out, and put it on backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think she got some shite number. I think it's 4. Let me confirm that.
Purity. Oh, right, because you rolled a 2.
And then probably plus charisma.
Yeah, my charisma. It's 4. You get 4 temp HP.
Temp
Okay.
HP is still temp HP. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't knock it.
That's my turn.
Okay, we have up next is Hal Saris.
All right. These folks are tied up like how? Like hog tied, or are they just like
Their hands are
arms
kind of tied
bound?
behind, not really hog tied, but in a way, yes. So their hands are tied behind their back, their ankles are tied, and then there's a rope going between the two. They're just not like curled up like hog tied.
Okay. I will. Yeah. Can I strike the rope between, like, so the rope that's holding
Yeah.
between things with just my shillelagh? Do I need to roll for that, or can I just? I have a knife in like my cutlery kit and stuff like that. Can I just cut them loose?
So that would be probably stored away in your backpack, right?
Yeah, fair. Does it look well tied? Can I untie it?
Sure. Go. Yeah, you can untie it pretty easily.
Okay, I'll just untie them.
Okay.
I'll untie this gentleman up here.
Okay. Yep.
And I'll just say like untie her and meet me at the street, and then I will just use my action to run as far as I can up towards where I hear commotion.
Okay. Yep, that's fair. And you see he turns around and goes to the lady and starts untying her stuff. You see the 3 other civilians that Olana managed to untie. They all kind of run off down the street. And the other ones are still tied up at the moment. All right.
Yeah, go
Hey,
get him, guys.
You're making progress here. All right, Tyrion, you are up.
I'm just gonna let's just get this guy out of here. Does the favorite foe transfer over to all of them, or it just considered the one entity?
I'm gonna say it transfers over.
Cool. So that's another 18 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
That's 6 piercing damage plus 5, so 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
First attack.
That brings it just within an inch of its life.
Cool. That's
So you shoot the first arrow, and you see it strike some vital components within its neck, and you see it sputter and almost come into a stop. And in your excitement of another kill, you just shoot way wide, almost hitting Biscuit.
my bad. And then 15 from Alana.
So Olana pulls her bow out, takes a shot, and it ricochets off its back.
Let's try again.
Both
Yeah.
arrows
Yeah,
ricochet.
that's 11. Yeah, we're not.
Yep.
Someone finish it off. That's
All
my
right.
turn.
Okay. Echo.
This darn thing won't die. I'm gonna go for it again. Just
Okay.
really focus. Come on. Reckless.
Okay.
Snipe. 21.
All right. So go ahead and narrate for
Oh my
us.
god.
It had 1 hit point left.
Oh. All right, yeah. So I kind of hold it and just think about how I want this thing to be over already. And I just like plunge it in and then like drive it through.
Right. And now, just strewn on the ground in front of you, you just see the remains of this monstrosity machination in front of you. As we will now step out of combat. What are you all doing?
Are all the hostages freed or?
Not yet.
Okay, so I think that should be our priority.
Alceris is hustling his bustles, trying to get over to everybody. She's like,
Yeah, so you're all in one little group around this thing, and you guys just hear, coming from around the corner, you hear
Clink, clink.
puffing and puffing, holding his side as he
strain
runs.
yourself.
Yeah, I like the other ones. Unless someone else has, I'll go and untie some of the other civilians.
Okay. Yeah, as you do there, thank you so much. We were done for.
Is there anyone else you noticed down here? Did they just start to take you randomly?
Yeah, we were trying to avoid them, and we couldn't get away. They're rounding up as many people as they can and bringing them down to the Cogs.
Shit. Make your way. I will inform them the path we took down here, and
Okay.
like it was relatively clear, and be like, make haste out of the city.
Will do. Wait, out of the city? Is upper levels overrun?
not this much, but I mean, there's a lot of traffic there at this hour. You might want to avoid altogether. No, I'm just get out of the Cogs. Get to the uppers.
Yeah, we will. Thank you again. You are you heading down there?
Unfortunately.
Just so you know, there's what we heard is a group of people held up at the Red Hammer Inn.
That one we've heard.
You have. Matter of fact, Halceris, I'm going to say give me a history check. Ro, you don't need to. You know this place. So in the Cogs, there's a place called the Red Hammer Inn, which is run by and it caters to Warforged. So a lot of the Warforged that work down within the industry area of the Cogs go here to relax, maybe get a little bit of work done, some paint jobs and stuff like that, like augmentations and stuff, like spikes to simulate hair and stuff like that. Like this is the place that Warforged are welcomed.
I got a 24, but yeah, I figure that's the same stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We shall make our way down that way. I'll out of game. I'll ask for what is like the quickest route down. Like, do I just stay on this main road up here, or do I have to?
So let's see. You had a 24 for history.
Well, and I would ask them just okay, where is go this way, take second right, what do I do?
So they point you in a direction, maybe a quarter mile down the road from where you are, of a entryway that'll bring you down into the Cogs, and that one is roughly maybe 10-15 minute walk, they say, from the Red Hammer Inn. So, all right. So what are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to call my elk back. Hopefully he found this person and got them freed. If not, I'll help him do that.
Yeah, so he kind of got over there, and he positioned himself to where the person was able to grab like his leg from behind, and he's kind of dragging her down the road until Halceris, or he meets up with Halceris.
Attacked by machines and now nature. Oh God, what have I done?
He's very friendly, I promise. Great.
He is very clearly helping.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a little bit of a closer inspection on the elk and just be like, nice to meet you. My name's Steel. You're
Elkie.
Elkie, apparently.
He just kind of bows his head a little bit towards you.
Well,
the forest.
Sorry, there's gonna be some weird stuff that's gonna happen, and I apologize in advance.
There's no way I can ride on your back, right? Elkie?
He just kind of he looks at you, Ro, and then kind of looks at you, Steel.
Yeah, go for it.
Then so he looks back at you, Ro, and just kind of.
I'm gonna climb right on board.
He lets you get right up on board.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
Realization of a dream.
I'm like waving my rapier. Darren!
Hey, don't taunt Tyrion. He can't climb that high.
I have no problems. I have no problems getting up. The problem, the issue is coming down. No,
you know what? That's true too. You never have a problem getting up. Well, you've had.
No, I would say early game.
Early game, you had a hard time.
It was always trying to get up the tree or up the building.
But lately, it's morphed to where it's just trying to get back down now.
This is a re-entry.
Yeah. Yep, the re-entry is always the hard part.
That's ridiculous.
Does anyone need anything? I look at the up front fighters. Everyone okay?
I'm pretty good.
good.
I'm gonna spend a few casts of mending on Biscuit just to get him back to full health.
Yep. So you guys kind of take a moment to. Now the civilians have all kind of left. You guys are out in very eerily quiet streets of Lower Central. Every once in a while, you think you hear like a window kind of close or just wind kind of blowing through the streets. How long do you plan on trying to stay here to do all this?
Oh no, we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it takes me like 2 minutes to get him back to full health, and then we're off.
Okay, so you're just basically making sure the civilians are good, staying for a few minutes, and then.
I think too. Like if he wants to take a minute to do that, we could just scope out the building around just to see if like there was any other people hiding, something like that. Just for flavor. If we're just gonna spend 2 minutes.
I'll investigate on that front if that'll help speed things up too.
I'll slap Ro on her boot. Well, she's up on the oak, and I'll just give her first level cure wounds.
Thanks.
Okay.
I was about to say, Rose definitely feeling some like dripping on her back, and she's like, "Ooh, that's blood."
Yeah, you've got the nice gash going across your back.
Ro, here, and I hand you 10 good berries.
Thanks.
Gobble down.
10 HP. Enjoy.
You get 3 from me. So
that's 13 total back.
Thanks, team.
And you are. See, that's the thing. Like you're not stuffed, but you don't feel like you need to eat for the rest of the day.
Efficient.
10 good berries. That's
just on the south side of being sick.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, no, and see that's the thing with good berries though. It's while one is enough to provide you nourishment for the whole day, eating 10 of them really has no. It's like you're not really full, but you don't need anything. Like it doesn't make you sick.
Shakes.
Yeah. Like you're not really feeling sick from it either. So.
And you could eat, you just don't need to. You could.
Yeah.
You're like I could, but why?
Yeah.
Where does that put you, Ro? Are you?
I'm like 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, right?
I'm like 75% okay. I'm like losing blood a little bit, but
would you like 10 more good berries?
I'm just really stuffed. Like I'm not even hungry. Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay, 10 more good berries.
Thanks, man.
Good berry, I tell you.
That spells funny.
I mean, you're spending spell slots though, which is fine.
Yeah. But it's a great first level spell usage. Is just you're guaranteed 10 HP. Enjoy.
Until you run out of first level spell slots in the middle of combat.
But I can use second level spell slots.
Yeah.
I will hand up to you, Ro, a potion of healing, regular potion. Say, when you need it. So if you need it now, by all means. But if you
we took that away.
Okay. And of course, all this is happening while you are sitting on the back of this giant elk, whose shoulders come up to above where your head level is.
I'm so happy.
We should get moving, guys. I'm sure. No, sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt. I'm just interrupting Ro because she's too happy right now.
Full horse girl on a horse, just like.
I also definitely grew up like riding horses, so.
Yeah, the elk is mildly offended. He hears all this horse talk and.
So here's the thing, Ro. There's no saddle. There's no reins.
No, I'm holding.
You're holding onto its neck. Yeah.
I was holding the antler, hopefully, but I don't know if I'm close enough.
Yeah, no, you're having to hold on to the
bars.
Yeah, it's like a monkey bar like handle grip. You're like holding it way up above your head. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to holding its neck.
All right. So you guys head out in the direction that you were pointed to. And as you go about a quarter mile-ish or so in the direction, I need one of you all to give me a D12 roll, please. We'll start with you, Ro. Go ahead, give me a D12.
Okay, that's a 2.
Okay. So you don't come across any more patrolling Warforged as you head this way. But you do come across what looks to be a doorway leading into a small, almost looks like a sarcophagus or a crypt in a way, but you see it slope down as if it's descending down below. And you know this to be one of the entries to the Cogs.
All right, team, here we go.
How big is it?
So the door is 7 feet wide and about 8 feet tall, which means your elk is not going to fit through the door.
Tally ho! Oh wait.
Yeah,
Th-
it is actually a huge beast.
It is.
Thanks for the ride, bud.
Are there other ways through to the Cogs that we know of?
There is another one that's a probably Ro, you would kind of remember this because you spent a lot of time here. Maybe about a mile or so down the road, there's another one that's more of a cargo lift situation for bringing stuff down. If you went a little further down the road,
I think this might be a more a quieter approach. But I don't know what exactly we're gonna find down there. So
That's okay. I'm gonna say Elkie, go about a mile that way, and you'll find an elevator thing, and you should be able to get your way down that way.
it looks at you, looks down the road, kind of nods to you, and
oh, let me get off. Hang on, Elkie.
he kind of stops, and he almost like bows a bit to kind
So
of
that I
get
can just
lower,
woo.
so you can kind of get off a little easier.
I'm gonna give him like a head lean and a pat. That was nice.
He kind of shoves you
Oh God.
because like you leaned into him, so he just basically leans into you, but he's so much larger than you, he almost pushes you
Wait.
over.
Okay. Yep. Have fun. See you soon.
You know, it's like when you try to do that to a Saint Bernard, and it's just
And they
so
lean back
massive.
and yeah.
They're like, oh, it's cuddle time. I get to sit in a lap. Blah.
Yep, that's the exact situation. And then it heads off in the direction that you pointed.
Either we're never gonna see Elkie again, or he is gonna come and save us in a pinch. Just full white knight style.
We shall see what happens to Elkie.
Gets his own series. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that as a spin-off one of these days.
The
Adventures of
Elkie.
Okay.
Trips into the Feywild. It's like, what? Oh.
So,
down we go.
all right. So you guys open it up. As you open the door to this, and you open it, you see a metal stairway kind of descending down. You see torches lining the wall that are permanently alight. You just feel this waft of heat come through the door. And Ro, you've been down to the Cogs a few times. You know that there's streams of lava and stuff that kind of run through the area. And you're a lot closer to the lava pools that are below Sharn. And so you start to descend the staircase. Steel, I need you to go ahead and give me a D12, please.
That would be an 11.
Okay. That is to determine if Elkie runs into anything along the way.
Elkie can handle it. Elkie's strong.
Okay. So you all descend down to the next layer of Sharn. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and bring
I
that
really
back
hope
up.
that Elkie does get in a fight, and then we just see some metal people just being rammed off down down this elevator shaft. Okay.
Well, it sounds like Biscuit was calling out to Elkie there for a second.
Wishing him good luck.
All right, so you all proceed down what seems to be maybe 40, 50, 60 feet. And you come to it levels out, and you have another large metal door in front of you this time.
I will check the metal door for traps.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
do
give me an
some tinkering.
investigation.
Yeah. Doot, doot, doot. That is a 19.
All right, so from the side of the door, you're kind of looking around, and you don't see anything that looks like it might be trapped. And this would normally be considered a common door. People would be coming in and out of this nonstop throughout the day, normally.
Can I also tell if there's any lock, if it's locked right now?
It does not appear to be locked.
Okay, I open the door.
All right, you open it up, and you look out into what can best be described as an industrial area. You see small little forges kind of dotting the area. The ground here isn't stone or anything. It's all metal. Metal plating, metal plated walkways and grates kind of go out throughout this area. And you just get this overwhelming sense of heat kind of rising from below as you look off to the sides, and you see streams of lava just kind of flowing through the area. Ro, the few times you've been down here, this place is usually bustling pretty well, with people kind of coming and going, pushing carts full of materials and stuff like that. But there is nobody that you guys can see right now in the area.
Guys, this isn't right. This doesn't feels bad. Feels bad.
What are you talking about? This place looks awesome. I want to go play.
Oh yeah, Steel, for you, this looks like Mecca. Like this is
Mecca.
This is your place.
There is actually
Not Mechanus.
There is actually a holy place here where I can get my weapons, or not my weapons, my tools blessed, right?
Yeah, so you've heard the story. You've never been here yourself.
Right.
But you have heard the stories of the Keldoran Forge. The Keldoran Forge is one of the most famous foundries here. The Pool of Onatar. I'm sorry.
Onatar is the smith.
Yeah, you've
god.
heard of the Forge too, but the Pool of Onatar is a small temple that's held down here, and the pool that's there at that temple has been blessed by the god Onatar. So smiths from all over Corvair come to dip their tools into this pond to try to receive a sort of blessing and stuff like that.
Let's go do it. Come on, let's go.
Onatar's touch can be felt everywhere in this place, but I think perhaps sightseeing for secondary. Primarily, though.
I don't know my way around here, so I mean, obviously, we're just gonna figure out what's going on. But if we run across a pool that happens to bless my hammer, I mean, it's worth a stop.
Yep, I 100%. We will definitely do a stop. Would I have any idea where it is?
So
I probably made a pilgrimage, right?
Give me a history check at disadvantage.
I don't need to roll that again.
Okay. Yeah, you came down here one time when you were in your studies many years ago. But the cogs to you just all seem to look the same.
Alceris gets heat stroke very easily. It's just a lot of, he just gets headaches. He's actually, every now and again, you'll see him like opening his armor, and then he casts the gust cantrip into his own suit to just like blow it out.
There you go.
Personal little AC thing going on.
So as you all are kind of standing, looking around, trying to get your bearings, Echo, go ahead, give me a D12 roll, please.
Come on, be the fun one.
An 8.
Okay, with an 8, you're kind of looking around, and yep, you guys don't see or hear anything going on around you.
You must have set the DC so high.
No, I'm just looking for particular roles.
So they told us, did they tell us a direction when we got off the stairs, like which way to head towards the Red Hammer?
Yeah, so they said once you come out this, if you walked, they said about 10-15 minutes. If you walk straight forward after coming out of this, you would come across the Red Hammer. All right, so how are you all planning on traveling? Are you just boldly walking? Are you trying to stealth? What are you doing?
I imagine the clanky cantrip dads are in the back. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steel, but if any of our dex-based people want to do any sneaking or stuff, it won't help with us being there.
Sneaky.
Oh, we're sneaking. Okay.
All right. So if you're trying to be sneaky, go ahead, give me stealth rolls.
I'll. If we're gonna be sneaky, I'm casting Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna let Biscuit do the sneaking, and if Alceris is cool with it, I think we can just be the distraction.
Okay.
Like, we're the two hapless, like creators that are just kind of like, let's go visit our forges today. This sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So looks like Ro with Pass Without a Trace got a 31.
Ooh.
All right. Echo, are you being stealthy? Okay, good.
30.
Okay,
Dirty 20 plus. It's plus 10, right? So it's a 30.
Yep. So
Biscuits would be
Echo
a
got a
25
30.
with Pass Without a Trace.
okay. Taryn,
25.
the lowest of the three siblings.
I have the highest stuff. That's the funny thing about it.
I mean, that +9, that's sick.
And Biscuit was a what again, you said?
Biscuit also got 25.
Okay.
And
And
Biscuit's not
Olana.
trained.
So I'm gonna just roll decks, like straight decks.
Yep.
Or-
Straight decks for Olana.
20.
All right. Wow.
We're on a high today, guys. Yeah, let's get it.
The ones that are supposed to be the most sneaky.
I know, right?
I mean, Steel, you kind of want to know, right?
I want to know what if I see anybody.
I was gonna say if we want to roll stealth real quick too, just to see if we can be cool. But nah, we'll be.
No,
out
I
and
don't.
about.
No, I mean, I'm kind of fangirling right now. I'm okay with playing into that.
Then I will just be, chaperone, I guess, just to make sure you don't dip into any buildings.
Right? Yeah. No. I'm just like, oh look, they got a power hammer. Look at that one over there.
All right. Halceris, as you all start to move forward, give me a D12, please.
My turn. 5.
Okay. You guys start moving forward. Now, for those of you that are being sneaky, are you fanning out? Are you staying together? What are you doing?
We're probably fanning out a little bit.
But maintaining a formation of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diamond, baby.
All right. So as you're moving along to the various walkways and stuff here, you get about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And you're just seeing various forges and stuff kind of lining this area that you're at right now. Every single one of them right now seems to be abandoned at the moment. You all doing anything particular with this, or are you just going to keep moving forward?
Just keeping my eyes open for, like, I guess a sign or like a forge that has just a giant red hammer on it.
Okay. Well, so you know that the red hammer, it's an inn. It's
Inn,
not an
right,
actual
inn.
forge.
It's not a forge.
Yep. All right, Steele, go ahead, give me a D12, please. And now that you guys have been walking for 30 minutes.
I thought they said we could see it after 15, right?
That's what they said.
Bollocks.
All right, a 10. Okay.
10. Yes. Sorry about that. Took me longer to find it than
Nope.
I thought.
No worries. Okay, so you guys continue onwards. About another 10, 15 minutes. About 45 minutes in. Everybody go ahead and give me perception checks.
Gonna
I'm
give
scared.
myself luck on this one.
Okay,
24.
so 24 for Halceris.
20, dirty 20 per row.
Dirty 20 for Row.
6 for Echo.
Echo, you just got the thoughts of your conversation with Row
Of course.
still kind of running through your head, so you're... All right, so it looks like
25 for turn.
25 for
19
Taryn,
for
19
me.
for Steel.
Hold on. We gotta get the dog involved in this too.
The dog doing?
All right, Biscuit.
And okay, and Biscuit got an 18. Okay. So as you all are traveling along, you get to a point and you hear coming from a little ways in front of you. You don't see anything yet, but almost coming from around a corner up ahead, you hear the clanging of metal, and it almost sounds like bursts of arcane energy kind of going off.
Should we hustle?
Yeah. Let's go find out what that is. Then we have backup if we need it.
It's not a familiar sound by any means. Like
It sounds like some sort of fight.
We will less than stealthily run in that direction.
Okay. How about those of you who are stealthing? Do you plan on staying stealth, or do you just take off with them?
Can you power walk in stealth?
No.
It's not running. It's like
Then I'm probably going to take off with them, knowing me.
Just
Okay.
relax. Stay.
All right. So Rogue,
what if I take like big steps?
Wouldn't pass without trace automatically? It just gives a +10 to wouldn't
Well,
it,
stealth
like,
checks are
silent.
Stealth checks are
No.
always at half movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. I was all right, cool.
yeah. So the minute you start going normal pace or quicker, you kind of throw your stealth out the window.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you start running. Taryn, Olana, what are you two doing?
We're not running. We're maintaining stealth.
Wow,
Okay.
thanks. Leave
Echo?
me there.
I was wandering about because I was not paying attention.
Just
And
grab
then like I
Echo.
look around and no one's around me and I'm like, oh no. So then I run off after Bro.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Biscuit will break stealth and follow wherever Echo goes.
Okay. All right. So you guys hurry and rush towards the sounds you hear in front of you. As you get further up the street, it's getting louder, and you almost hear what sounds like shouting. And as you come to the corner, you kind of come around the corner and you see what you can assume is the front of the Red Hammer Inn. You see what looks to be a sign, which is a red hammer just swinging from one chain. And you see arrows just flying back and forth. Some coming out from second floor windows, some coming from between slats on first floor windows, heading towards what looks to be a group of 12 of the Warforged soldiers you just finished fighting up in Lower Central. And they're also returning stuff back, but every once in a while you see a bolt of fire just come flying out towards one or going back towards the tavern. As you just see this group seems to have the Red Tavern Inn under siege.
Would Alana and I be able to flank in a different direction?
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into that after we take a short break, because I think this is probably a good time for us to go ahead and step away for a minute. We're just gonna go refresh our waters and stuff, stretch our legs a little bit, and shall be back. But before we go ahead and take off, I think we do got a quick reminder for everybody about our giveaway this evening.
Yes. Our giveaway this evening. Remember, today we are giving away a mystery dice pack from our friends at 1985 Games. Type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a resident of the US or Canada, excluding Quebec, and you must be a follower to enter. We will continue to take entries until the end of the stream, so please be sure to stick around as you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you when we pick a winner.
Yep, make sure you stick around for that. We will come back to find out what's going on here at the Red Hammer Inn in just a few short minutes. All right, and we are now back from our break. Right before we took off, our crew was working their way towards the Red Hammer Inn down in the Cogs of Sharn. And as they were approaching the area, they heard the sounds of combat. And so they rushed forward to see what was going on, and they see that the Red Dragon Inn seems to have some individuals inside that are fighting off a siege of 12 Warforged soldiers just outside. So, crew, what do you wish to do in this moment?
Can we go back to stealthing?
You can.
Yeah, have they noticed us yet?
They do not seem to have.
What side are we closer to?
So you are actually kind of closer to... Well, actually, no, I'm going to say where you guys are at, because you're coming to a crossroad. You're like at the road that goes right in between where they're fighting from. So you could, if you went straight forward right now, you would go right into the middle.
So we should go to the inn, yes?
Yep. So the inn is on your left side, and these guys are on the right side of the road.
And they're firing at the inn.
Yeah. So you see arrows and spells getting flung back and forth between the inn and this group of Warforged.
Maybe we should take care of that first before we try walking inside. And I'm gonna aim down my sights at the closest Warforged.
Okay, so right now you guys are about 90 feet away.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I can start sniping.
Yep.
It's easy.
Yeah.
So
You guys definitely have surprise, so I'm going to give you advantage on the attack.
Sweet. So I get a full round of attack, right? Just
Yeah,
my-
I'll say you
my
can take your
strikes.
2 shots. Yep.
Okay,
And they will
okay,
both be at advantage.
Both at advantage. So then, so it's a 29 on the first one.
Okay.
And
That's definitely going to hit.
25 on the second one.
All right, that's
No.
going to hit.
No natural 20s. Okay. Where's my actions? There we are. So that's 9 points of force damage on the first one, and
Okay.
13 points of force damage on the second one.
So 21 total.
Hmm?
All right, so you fire your 2 bolts out, and you just see them kind of arc over, and they both hit him right in the side of the head, and you see it collapse down to the ground.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna send Biscuit to dash. Is there like there's some cover between us and them? I'm assuming like a building or something.
Yeah, so you got various different what looks to be either forges or some small shops maybe that they're boarded up right now and closed, but you see them kind of along. So there's crates, there's a couple carts in the road.
He's gonna dash 60 feet closer, and get behind something, and I'm also gonna do this. I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
30 feet.
All right, Ro, what are you doing?
So my Eldritch Blast range is 120, so
It is.
I'm gonna take some pot shots from here.
Okay.
So first one is going to be that's an 8. Yeah, I'll take that. That's an 8.
Okay, yeah. You see the first bolt just go and sail wide.
Was that it with advantage? Because it's still the.
Oh yeah, you do have advantage.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. With advantage, it's a 14.
So you see it go and it kind of hits a piece of debris that they're using as cover.
Garbage rolls.
And same thing
I
with the
don't
second
hit.
one. You just see like
Dang
wood
on.
splinter off of a crate that they're kind of ducked behind.
Did we take a short rest? No, right?
No. Nope.
Okay. Cool.
Is this like a surprise round that we're going?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Are you gonna come back again?
What are you doing, Echo?
Well, I was gonna ask if it's not like are we pressed for their 6 seconds, because I really wanted to like talk to the team and be like, do we have to fight them? Can we?
Well, so you already had a couple of your teammates already fired
I know.
shots off.
There's no point. Dang it.
So you're about 90 feet away from this group. Where right now, from what you can see, there's 11 of them.
Nowhere near. This is not where I belong. Okay, I will throw a javelin at one of them.
What's the range on your javelins?
It says 30/120.
Okay, so you have
Disadvantage.
You have advantage because of the surprise, but it's disadvantage because of the range. So it's going to be a straight roll.
But if I recklessly do it,
Nope. It doesn't do that.
Can't stack. No,
That would be nice.
doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
why?
So I've got 5 advantages before disadvantages. So there, no.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Unfortunately, it does not work that way.
All right.
So it's a straight roll, though.
Okay. Well, I also apparently have a longbow, but that's 150 on there, so that's still disadvantage. Okay, I'll just throw my javelin. It's fine.
Okay.
It's a 10.
So not quite Olympics, but you kind of take a couple steps, you throw the javelin, and it just
Frustrated because I don't like being so far away.
No, that's fair.
So that's me.
Okay. Are you gonna try to run forward, or are you just kind of staying back?
I mean, we've kind of given away our positions at this point, and me being me, I don't really care anymore, so I'm just gonna run forward.
Okay. Halceris.
Halceris is going to unpack that I don't care anymore for a later time. Talk to Echo about that. But he is going to see where Steel ran up to get some cover a little bit closer towards them. And as he does, he reaches in his ruck, like his pouch or whatever, and pulls out just a little bit of old food and goes, "Worth the shot." And as he runs, he hucks it. And I'm going to cast Confusion into that group of Warforged.
Okay. What does confusion do?
It is a 90-foot range, and I don't know if there's a map or anything.
No, there's not. We're doing this theater of the mind right now.
Perfect. Let's see. Every creature within a 10-foot sphere that I create with this spell, let's see, has to make a wisdom saving throw against my DC. And if they fail, then they have to consult the confusion table before each of their turns.
Okay, and so it's a 10-foot radius sphere?
Sphere. And I'm going for
Okay.
each creature in. So I'm going for as many as I can get.
What's the save DC?
Wisdom 17, my spell save DC.
7. Wow. Okay, so I just did saving throws for all of them. Only one succeeded. The last 4 that I rolled were all natural ones.
Nice.
Not really. If anybody's got the card to grant me inspiration, I could really use it.
So what happens now is an affected target can't take reactions anymore and must roll a d10 at the start of each of their turns. And that 10 will determine the behavior it gets to take that turn.
Okay.
It can either use all its movement to run in a random direction. It doesn't do anything. It uses its immediate action to make a melee attack against a random creature in its range.
Okay.
Or it can succeed.
Okay, yep. So I've got the chart pulled up in front of me right now. So, okay. All right. Taryn.
I asked... okay, sorry.
I was saying, you and Alana maintaining your stealth didn't quite keep up with these guys, so I'm going to say after they get all that done, you're finally getting up to this point right now.
So I was kind of asking if we could if it was possible to flank like a different side, but if not, it's all right.
Yeah, so you kind of get to the corner and you're looking down a street where you see this kind of conflict going on across the street.
That's all.
So it's like the Warforged are kind of hunkered down in the outside portion of one of the forges across the street. All right, so now as you guys kind of look out and you see this, first let me roll my 11 or my 10d10 here. Oh, I gotta close that first, that's why. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of them act normally. Nobody got a 1. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry, I looked at that wrong incorrectly. Nobody got above an 8. So it doesn't move or take actions, and uses their action to make a melee against a randomly determined creature within its range.
So just a ballroom blitz. They're just going to start rock'em sock'em robots at each other.
Okay, yeah. So you see 5 of them just kind of stop what they're doing, look around, and just haul off and punch each other. And they start getting into a melee with each other. The other ones just kind of stop and look around, trying to figure out what's going on. As you see 2 fire bolts and probably about 4 or 5 arrows sail out from the thing, hit several of them, and actually takes out 4 more of them.
They get a save at the end of their turn again.
Okay.
If they'd like to try.
Yeah. So it's gonna. I got 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I had 3 of them this time succeeded.
Okay. So it
one of
ends
them
for
with
them.
a natural 20.
Nice.
So okay. So I got 4 that are still confused, and 3 that are back to normal. Okay. So we're not going to do initiative on this. It's all going to kind of be you guys and then them. So we'll go with you guys next. We'll go back in the same order we did last time. So Steel.
Okay. How many are left?
You see 7 of them.
Okay. Can Biscuit? How far is Biscuit away? He'd be.
So
about
he
30
dashed.
feet.
So he's about 30 feet now. Yep.
Okay. Biscuit's gonna get into melee. I'm gonna start shooting. So, we'll just focus fire until he's dead. Until whatever is going on is dead. So my first shot. 29 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
For 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
Barely.
Barely. Fantastic. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay.
So you see, as that second one goes, you see him get punched by one of his buddies, and it moves his head out of the way of your second bolt.
Fair enough. Biscuit gets 23.
Yep. So Biscuit dives right onto this guy,
and he gets 8 points of force damage.
Yeah, no, he just kind of rips him apart. And so now Biscuit is in the fray. Are you moving forward at all?
Yeah, I'll move another 30 feet and then duck under cover.
Okay. All right, then we go to Row.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do.
I think it's called Eldritch Blast.
So I am gonna roll with my last lucky because this is upsetting to me.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
So you hit one of the crates again.
Okay. And then that's another 15.
So as you launch both Eldritch Blasts out, you see them both strike one of the crates next to one of these guys that's currently fighting one of his compadres. And just in the back of your head, you just hear.
Not helpful. Not helpful.
All right. Are you
Okay.
moving forward?
Nah.
No? Okay. Echo.
Hello.
Hello.
How far away am I now at this point?
So you have 40 feet of movement, right?
Yes.
So you're 50 feet away.
Oh, can you like move a little closer?
You were 90 feet. You moved 40.
I know. I just like, dang it. I'm so far away. Even if I took all my movement. All right, I have 2 javelins left, so I will go for it again. Is it a straight roll now, or
Yes.
still a straight roll?
Well, because because
Disadvantage.
you're within the range, right? What's the
Are
range
you?
on your
I thought
javelin?
it was 30.
Is it
Yeah,
30?
it's 30.
So that's disadvantage if you attack recklessly.
Wait, but if I move and then do it, because I'm 50 feet away.
Right. So if you
If I
move, get
20
within.
feet.
If you move 20 feet, you're within the range. So therefore, you attack recklessly with it, you'll get advantage.
Ooh, done. Doing that.
Okay.
You see, like, math equations in everything.
It's that meme where it's got the lady just like thinking with the math equations all around her head.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm gonna move my 20 feet and then recklessly throw my javelin.
Okay.
17.
So you come trotting up like one of the Olympic javeliners. You throw it, and it just sails right into one of these guys' heads. Go ahead, give me
Ooh.
damage.
We're good. Okay. 7 piercing damage.
It takes his head clean off, and you see the javelin hit one of the crates and just start vibrating with this thing's head right on it.
Perfect. I definitely got their attention, but okay. That's it. We can only do 1 attack, right? There's no.
No, you get second attack.
Oh, I get my second attack. All right. Well, last javelin.
Okay.
Recklessly. Ooh. 19.
You hit another one with it.
Awesome. Okay, and damage 6 piercing damage.
Okay. All right. So Halceris. So you're now 20 feet away. This gets right within the melee. And what are you doing, Halceris?
I am looking at any of the boys that look like they're not under my thrall anymore.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
So I'm just gonna look to see if any of them, because I still have to hold concentration on this. So no
Right.
more big magic from me. But I will go ahead and just hearing the twang of the javelin on the thing. I'm just gonna like focus on it and generate it, and then toll the dead on one of the guys.
Okay.
So another wisdom save on.
And he fails. Go ahead, give me damage.
13.
Okay, and that's
13
going to
necrotic.
be. All right, you see one of them just kind of hits head, kind of vibrate a little bit, and he kind of straightens it out and just kind of relaxes.
Okay. And that'll be for me. Yeah, I'm good. Did my part.
All right. Yes, Taryn.
How many are left?
Look, you see 5 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shoot into the crowd of just pick one. I'm gonna just pick one to hit it.
Yep. Okay.
26.
That's gonna hit it.
Cool. That is a 9 piercing. Anyone in the vicinity of it?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all in this one like little group, kind of ducking behind cover from the perspective of the tavern.
Biscuits.
No, I meant
next to Biscuits in the fray.
Oh, Biscuit's next to them. Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah.
Okay. Sneak
Yeah,
attack. Gotcha.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, Biscuit's within the melee.
Ooh, 6. So that's 4 to 15.
Okay, so you fire that first arrow, and you see this one just kind of grab its head because it was shaking, and it grabs its head, calms it down, looks up just as the arrow strikes right through its forehead, and knocks it down.
And let's hit the second. Let's get another one in there. 15.
15 does not. It ricochets off the shoulder of another one.
All right. And just checking. This would count as my first action in the combat, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I have I have my dread ambusher attack. And this fire shatter wrap. Ooh.
Cool, Boise.
Okay. Natural 20. Go ahead and give me damage.
And that is roll critical 13.
Okay. You end up taking another one out.
Fun. And this I'm just walking forward, just firing arrows.
Okay, so you are moving forward now? Are you just
Yeah.
out in the middle of the street just firing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get this over with. And so I get about 50 feet. And Olana will do the same.
Okay.
So 21 to hit.
Alana's going to hit as well, yeah.
Cool. So that's 7 damage.
Okay.
Once more again. Come on.
And that second attack misses.
10.
Nope.
All right. Yep. And,
all right.
That's us.
All right. So now their turn. I'm going to say because 4 out of the 7 broke out, so I'm going to say 2 out of the 3 that are remaining are free of the confusion.
Okay.
So one of them is a D10 roll, and he gets to act perfectly normal.
Nah, what a jerk.
Seeing the new onslaught coming from their side, all 3 of them turn around and look and see the one target that's currently walking towards them down the middle of the road, firing arrows. They're all going to make shots at Tavern. So they each fire 2 arrows at you. The first one fires 2. It gets a 16 and a natural 20.
Both of those miss.
The natural 20 hits, but so the one arrow strikes you for 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
All right, the second one gets a 7 on the first attack and a 9 on the second attack, so those 2 miss. And then the third one takes 2 shots at you for a 12 and an 11. So out of 6 arrows coming at you, you get struck hard by one of them.
Yeah, it was a crit. That's fun.
As that one just kind of digs into your collarbone. And if you've ever been hit there, that hurts.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And so from the tavern, you see another volley come out, and I'm gonna roll to see how many of them they take out. 2 more of them drop, as you now see one of them kind of by himself.
Is it my special boy? Because he would still have, unless he saves, he's still, even if he can act normally, he still is.
So I am gonna say, give me a D12. If you get a 9, 10, 11, or 12, it's your guy.
No,
It's
Jimmy.
So you still he is still under your spell.
Okay, perfect.
So because basically out of the 3, only one of them was still there. So I gave you the last third of the D12.
Good.
All right, so he is still under the spell. But as you see this other volley come out from the tavern, Biscuit would hear it because he's closest. Echo, you hear this as well. Hey, open the door! We got fleshies outside.
Fleshies?
Fleshies.
I don't know if I like that.
In bags.
Biscuit thoroughly disapproves.
I know I have scales, not flesh.
All right. So there is one left. Do you all plan on attacking this at the same time?
Halceris reaches out a hand for his thrall, while everyone else probably destroys him.
Yes, we attack. Me and Biscuit are going to try to.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to have you guys roll, because between all of you attacking this thing, you guys just pummel this thing within a single round and take it out. And as you see him drop to the ground, hold on one second. Let me finish typing this up. You see it drop down to the ground, and then you see the door open up and light kind of pouring out from the tavern. And you see a Warforged painted almost completely red, except he's got a white like racing stripe just kind of going from his forehead all the way back.
Oh yeah.
And you see him just kind of step out and starts waving towards you to come towards the door.
Yeah, 100%. Hustle bustle.
Biscuit is going to start hustling behind us, carrying a Warforged arm.
Okay.
Or no, actually no. Biscuit's going to retrieve the javelin that has the Warforged head on it.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of jumps up, grabs that, rips it out of the thing, and brings it.
He just comes walking up real happily, right up to Echo, and is like, "Hi."
So Biscuit brings you one of your javelins back with a Warforged head still skewered from it. All right, you guys head towards the opening of the Red Hammer Inn. As this Warforged,
can I pick up my javelins on the way?
You want to go grab your other two?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a perception check, please.
What? I saw where they went when I threw them, though.
That doesn't necessarily mean that's why I'm having you roll.
No, we know I'm bad at this. That's a 6.
Okay. You go and you find you get hold of both your javelins, and then you head towards the tavern or the inn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you all approach the Red Hammer Inn, and you go through the door. The inside of this isn't quite like any inn you guys have been to before. There are tables and there's benches. The bar it isn't really a bar. Behind where you think it would be, you see various cans of oil and stuff like that lining the wall. You do see a staircase going up to the second floor. And over on the far side, you see two little booth areas that look to be like painting booths where Warforged can go in and get themselves spray painted, essentially. As you look around the room, you see kind of a mix of individuals. You see what looks to be 6 Warforged and 4 dwarves currently working on reboarding up some of the windows. You also see what looks to be a dozen or so Warforged laid out on tables throughout the inside of this tavern, all with varying different wounds in them. Some missing an arm, some missing a leg. Others just got 5 or 6 arrows sticking out of their chest. And you see 2 individuals that seem to be going back and forth between the 2 of them, kind of trying to help repair them. You see a kind of a tall, kind of gaunt looking human, very dark skin, and you see an older gentleman who seems to be his assistant, kind of going back and forth between the various injured Warforges. And you got the one Warforged, as soon as the last one of you comes in, closes the door behind you. Hey, what were you all thinking?
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Yeah. What you doing out there?
Trying to save some folks.
I see.
We're hunting metal creatures. Why? What you doing?
Hiding from metal creatures.
It's easier if you kill them. Just. Generally.
So looking at this Warforged in front of you, you get the sense. Actually, I'm going to say, give me an insight real quick. We'll see if you guys can kind of figure out what's up with this guy.
Definitely my strong suit.
Woof, again.
Wow.
This is like last time.
All of us inside or just Steel?
Yeah, I'll say all of you. Actually, Steel, I'm going to say you have advantage.
So 14 for Row.
Okay.
Lucky thing, I got advantage.
I got a 17.
17 and
everybody's
18. Okay.
at advantage or just Steel?
No, just Steel because
Okay.
of his familiarity with machines and stuff like that.
Potatoes. All right, I got a 17.
So generally, you get a sense that this guy's not built for fighting. He looks like he's probably a courier of some sort. Like his whole function is to travel and just carry messages back and forth, probably within the city itself. Like he seems to be built more for speed than he does for any kind of combat.
You look pretty quick. How'd you get stuck down here?
I bring in message. Name Speed. I deliver messages throughout Sharn. Came down to deliver message, got stuck.
Okay, well that explains a lot. So what's going on in here? Are there more people in here?
And you hear some commotion kind of on the floorboards above you. And then you hear some what sounds like heavy footsteps starting to come down the stairs as you ask that question. And as you ask that, he's like, we've been under siege for 3 days. And then Echo, you're the first one to catch this. But the footsteps you hear coming down the stairs, you see what looks to be 2 clawed feet hit the stairs coming down. Black scaled. And then you see the familiar face. As you see Taryn's old buddy Scales come walking down the stairs. However, he definitely looks a lot worse for wear. As you see one of his arm seems to be missing a large patch of scales, and you just see exposed flesh underneath it. And the same thing on the left side of his face. As he's coming down, still holding a bow in his hand. And
Wow, look who it is. Not like kind of shoulder Tyrion. Or elbow him, sorry.
I look up and Scales. Well, you've looked better.
So have you, old friend.
Potato,
What the hell are you all doing here?
Hunting Warforged, apparently.
Probably a good thing you guys came when you did.
Nobody else seems terribly grateful, but
Well, you gotta forgive this lot. They're Warforged.
DM, quick.
Yes.
You mentioned the other 2 that were in here. Were they
Yep.
humans?
Yes. So they're both human. Give me a history check real quick.
I was going to say, is one of them perhaps have a mark of Decaneth on them? A mark of making?
Go give me a history check. You don't see a mark.
that's suspicious.
25.
So looking at him, the older gentleman you don't recognize, but the dark-skinned individual, you've definitely seen him before. When you first met him was at the 12. This is Merrick's de Kenneth, who, after the kind of split after the morning, you know that he is the one that took over the south house of House Cannith. This is Baron Merrick's de Kenneth, the one who supposedly has this hidden forge down here in the Cogs somewhere.
Which house did you say?
Can
House Canneth.
Can't.
yeah, if you have a mark, then you have to put a D in front of it, which is
Yeah, so if
Kind of
you are part of the actual family,
family.
if like your actual family name is the name of the house, they put a D in front of it. It's D apostrophe.
Like D. Lyrander.
Yeah. Which is somebody
I-
else's last name.
sounds handsome. But
Yeah,
I will
Grace.
approach the Baron. Say, it has been a long time, Merrick's.
He looks like he kind of squints at you. And you see
It's
he's
been
got
a
one
long time.
he's got one monocle kind of over one of his eyes. It's looking like I have seen you before. At the 12, right?
Solaris.
Solaris. What house you with?
I used to be with D. Lyrander.
Wait, did you? Oh yes, yes, I remember. You were there with that accident.
I was.
I see.
You seem to be doing well for yourself.
I'm here instead of at my forge. It's obviously not very well.
Yes. Plainly. Where is this forge?
Why are you asking?
Because we believe it to be the point of attack that these things are after. The forges are too dangerous.
Yes, I know they've already taken control of it.
So where is it, Merrick's?
What is your intent here? And you see he's looking at you very suspiciously right now.
Are you a fool? Our intent is to stop them from making more of those things.
And he looks over at you. It's like, fellow tinkerer, I see.
Yeah?
Yes, but what is your intent with the forge?
I just told you.
So you have no designs towards my creation forge?
I mean, none that we need. Right now, the biggest thing is we got to stop this stuff.
I see. So do you have designs towards this forge, right?
I mean, we have our
You've got
contract.
agreement. Yeah, you got
But-
agreement with the
but-
Bormars. You've also been hired to destroy them.
Yeah.
So go ahead, give me a deception check.
Deception. Okay. It's a 19.
Okay. So he just kind of looks at you. All right. I believe you. It's about maybe an hour's journey south of here.
Is it like an actual hour? Because we were told this place was 15 minutes from the lift, and that took about not that long, or much longer.
I'm familiar with that place. I come here quite frequently as well. It's an hour by normal pace.
Well, is there anything we should know about when they took it? Any formidable machinations that you have seen? We have fought a few different variety of horror, I will imagine to say.
You talking about the centipede-like ones, right?
Among
How many-
many others we have fought.
How many of those have you seen? The centipede ones.
Probably I've seen maybe 4. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I saw one where we managed to take 2 of them out, 2 of the segments out, and 3 out on another one, and they joined together and created a new, all came back together as if the different segments don't have to stick with the same group.
Terrifying, as always.
Yes, it's quite disturbing, really. There's also some reports of a group of 3 other ones. They're got almost glass jaws on their head, and they seem to be filled with brains.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Okay.
So, Taryn, give me a history check real quick.
All right. Oh, 16.
That sounds very familiar to you. When
The-
you were at the first forge and you kind of went off on your own, those 2 individuals you saw controlling that forge that had the metallic like tentacle suction.
We're
things.
familiar. We're familiar with those.
Yes. Last time we got tangled with one of those. A lot happened.
So while you guys are all having this conversation, Echo, Scales comes walking over to you.
Why me? Like, his friend's right there. Go there. Leave me alone.
He comes over to you. How you faring, young one?
Better than you, it looks like.
Yeah. Been kind of a rough few months.
Yeah, what happened to you?
Came across one of those serpent-like monstrosities out there. Barely made it out alive. You guys come across one of those yet?
Is he referring to the mechapedes?
That's what you're kind of assuming, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we just literally fought one 30 minutes ago. I don't know. I can't tell time. I don't know.
It would have been a couple hours ago.
Oh, okay, a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
But what are you doing in Sharn?
And then he kind of stops for a second. Go ahead, give me an insight check real quick.
Oh, can I ask someone else to be like, is he lying?
Nat 20, make it happen.
18.
So with an 18, you see him start to answer, then he stops. You see his eyes glance over at Halceris. And then he looks back at you. I had a job.
Was the look that he gave Halceris like, what kind of look was it? Was it concern? Was it like sus?
So
Inside
kinda-
on inside.
like he kind of glanced at him just briefly and looked right back at you. You're not really sure what that means, but you think Halceris has something to do with it.
Oh, obviously I gathered that
Yeah,
much.
but I mean that's really all you get from it, though. It doesn't look malicious or anything like that.
okay, that's what I'm asking. So
yeah.
like,
No, it doesn't look malicious.
this is job like he had to take. I was about to take out Halceris. I don't know. Do we have
No.
a problem here?
Yeah, no. So it wasn't it's almost I have to keep something a secret.
Can I ask him what kind of job? Or I'm gonna ask him like, may I ask what kind of job?
Oh, the same kind of job I always do. Bounty hunting. Looking for people.
Anyone we might have run into?
Not likely. So how you been faring? You been protecting that one over there?
I don't.
And he
think
kind of nudges or like motions towards Taryn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he needs my protection as much because Alana's there, so I think she has his back. I'd hope she has his back at this point, but
So I'm trying to remember last time you guys met Scales. Did he know about Alana?
he was
He
there
was
with
traveling
her.
with
He brought her.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah,
he
thank you.
knows her.
He's
That
like,
was a
he's like her
long time
godfather.
ago.
Like,
I was gonna ask,
That's
like,
right.
did he not say he went straight to Echo? He didn't say anything to Alana, but you know.
Nope. He saw you guys were kind of trying to figure some stuff out, so he might have another reason for going to Echo.
But yeah, we've you know how it is, just running into trouble, but also saving people when we can. That's how we
Yeah.
do.
How many times has she tried to kill him?
None that I know of. I don't
just kinda
think any. I kind of look at her, but I'm like, she hasn't really been a problem. Kind of, they're still working things out from what I can tell. But
So he seems a little surprised by this, but
I like tell him, like, I also made it clear that like that won't fly with me, or I don't think any of us. So
you
She
are
knows.
protecting him. That's good. That's good. It's good seeing you again. Echo, right?
yeah, what's your name again?
Scales.
Oh, right, Scales. I couldn't tell because it wasn't matching anymore. So
He just you see him just kind of, and it's like you know when somebody does it where they're not even thinking, he just kind of puts his hand over the wound on his arm and just kind of looks down. Stay safe. And you see him walk back towards the stairs.
don't you want to still go say hi to your friends over there?
He just ignores you and walks up the stairs.
And I just walk over to Tyrion and be like, Scales is over there if you want to go say hi.
Just to for my own edification, like he was just a little bit like standoffish when we first met, right?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the
Slightly,
reason
yeah.
for this animosity. Okay. Just making sure I had that
Yep.
right.
Nope.
It's-
Nope.
it
You are
seems-
absolutely correct.
What? Oh, he
So
He
he
was, like,
was
just a little
Forget
bit
my
rude.
name.
well, no, so he wasn't just a little standoff. He was almost borderline insulting to Echo.
It seems to me that I've created a monster and I have no regrets.
etiquette is important, y'all.
All right. So Ro, what are you doing while all this is going on?
I do think that I'm kind of standing near Echo with kind of like mean mugging Scales.
Okay.
Because I mean, I think I'm here for the entertainment right now.
Okay. So you saw that whole exchange go on while Steele, Halceris, Taryn were all kind of talking to Speed and then to Merrick's. All right. So Merrick's kind of looks at you guys. Look, y'all look like you've been through a little bit right now. If y'all need to rest here for a bit, you are more than welcome.
Are you the proprietor here, Merrick's?
I am now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Mech, the guy who ran this place, he didn't make it.
A lot of folks don't. I would appeal to the other. The Speed is small, looks like he's built for his designation, but are there of the other Warforged and the dwarves? Do any of them look fighting types, or do they look like?
So most of them look like they are actually forge workers.
Okay.
So I mean, you see a couple of them where instead of a hand, they have a hammer.
I'm gonna walk
like
up
they,
to one that has a hand hammer, and I'm going to say, "Hey, so where do I find this pool to bless my my tools?"
he just kind of looks at you. It's it's over there, and it's actually just down the road in Black Bones.
Does it work?
He, I dipped this in there one time. Didn't feel anything special.
Well, maybe it takes some time, you know.
Maybe. I don't really believe in some of the gods.
I mean, there's so many of them. How do you really focus on one of them? You know, it's kind of meh.
Well, you know, us Warforged, we're created by people like him, not the gods.
Perhaps.
Do I overhear any of this? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Merrick's, but I overhear that, and I look at him and say, if you think there is anything artificial about what's in there, then you are wrong. It is all divine.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh. Do I get like a bonus for like apostatizing?
That's you given a persuasion roll.
All right. I'm going to give myself advantage on it. This seems like a soul worth saving. Oh, thank God. Oh, God.
No.
I'm dying.
Oh no.
He just kind of.
Can I bolster him? Can I be like, but seriously, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Well, so he gave himself advantage already.
This guy,
so,
no religion.
he just kind of looks at you. And he goes back to, you see him take his hammer hand and start nailing replacing a board on one of the windows. One of the dwarves comes over to you, though, Halceris, kind of puts his hand up on your shoulder. Don't worry, lad. They don't understand completely.
Will in time.
I hope so. Maybe if we can get them through this, they might appreciate it more.
We can only hope. Yeah, apologies. Your name, friend? I can't not ask an NPC their name. Oh, God.
Huh. Sabrak.
My
Sadrak?
pleasure to be.
Sabrak. Sabrak.
Sabrak.
I said. Oh.
Like the John Mayer album.
No, as in Dwarvish 4 or something.
I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say his name was Sabaro, like the pizza place? Sorry. Moving on.
But I will turn to the others. Say, I think perhaps a quick breather before we venture any further would be pretty apt of us.
Yeah. I got snacks. I'm gonna start pulling out snacks for the day.
Speed comes over. It's like, so we don't have beds. Warforged don't usually sleep, but you can find space upstairs to lay bedrolls if need be. We don't have much for food.
I got that covered. How long has it been since we left the med bay?
So, it's only been a few hours. It's like 3 or 4 hours.
I think we could just rest here. Is anybody in need of food? I have a light lunch pack, but I can help out for a few people. I'm just looking around at all the people who do eat food.
It's
What do you wanna do?
wonderful. I think out of game. I think a short rest,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
so
Okay.
for that side. But Halceris during that short rest would first make his way upstairs.
Okay.
Anyone who wishes to partake in the short rest gets the extra D8 from my chef feat. If you want to add to your hit dice. Sorry.
No, that's good. All right. Halceris, what are you doing when you're heading upstairs?
I'm going to have a conversation with Scales, and we can hand wave it or not. But I'm going to listen to everything that he gathered.
Okay. Yeah, so you see him. He's over by one of the windows in one of the rooms overlooking the street. And you see him just kind of there, almost like he's kind of almost looking back and trying to look up and down the street as best he can through a few slats in the windows. Like he's just kind of keeping an eye out.
Apologies for my young companion. The insensitive, but she is good. But again, I apologize.
Oh, no harm. I wasn't exactly polite to her when we first met either.
It's true.
So how fare you?
Not worse for wear, as far as we can see, but still breathing. Yourself?
He looks at his arm and kind of touches the side of his face. Things got kind of rough here.
Is this why you are here?
I came down looking for your friend, as you asked me to. While I was snooping around, I was set upon by a group of them. But you see what's come of it. I escaped to here with Merrick's and what is that old man's name? Spackle or something like that. Spackle.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Taryn is very familiar with Spackle.
My other friend, Paint. And their mom, Home Depot.
Where is Speckles?
This is a different multiverse version of your Spackle.
Don't forget Uncle Lowe's.
So for those of you who aren't in on this, Spackle is actually a character that Taryn played in Evade the Cascade back in July. Oh, and did we just lose Halceris?
Bye.
Uh-oh.
Scales took him out.
Uh-oh. Oh, here he comes. Okay.
I knew he sucked.
You good, Halceris?
I'm good. That was weird.
Were you a
The
plant
power-
again?
For a minute. Petunias. It's crazy.
Sucks when you get turned into a potted plant.
It really is awful.
Okay, so I don't know where you cut out on us.
I didn't get anything.
Okay, so yeah, so you asked him. You were talking about.
Yep,
How
I
he
asked
got
him
hurt.
if the trail led down here to the Cogs.
Yep. So, so he tells you yes. I followed him down here and got set up on by some of them. Apparently, him and his team had already made it to the forge by the time I got here. But last anybody had seen them, they went into the forge and never came back out. Then I found Merrick's and Spackle, the old man, and we worked our way back here. We've been trying to help out the Warforged down here. Some of them seem to get their minds taken control of and join their forces. Others seem to be able to fight it off for some reason. We don't know why.
It appears to be some sort of thrall. We encountered something similar a while back. But that was in the morning. But I digress. Thank you, Scales. I appreciate your thoroughness and for your sacrifice.
And just
and I will.
if you head that way, be careful. These machinations, the ones that attach to each other, I don't think that's the worst of it.
Unfortunately, I believe you are right. But we must go forward. How much do I owe him for the gig? Is it 100?
Yeah.
I will put. I paid some up front, didn't I?
I think you paid half up front.
Okay. Then I will put. I'll put 8 platinum in his hand. Say, thank you, sir. Hopefully this will begin to cover replacement of that arm and some good healing at the House of Hands.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to do business with somebody as honorable as you. But first, I think we need to get out of here alive.
Any interest in heading back down?
They don't have much for fighters here. Need to try to help keep these ones safe until we can get them out of here. We've managed to evacuate maybe a dozen so far.
It is fair and honorable. Oh well, try my best. Thank you again. And I will.
As you say that, you see him pull his bow up and shoot an arrow out the window.
Keep up the good work, and I will make my way downstairs.
Okay. As you hear a couple more arrows get loosed out the window, or out the different windows. All right, what are the rest of you doing down there?
I say we get a move on. I am going to, while everybody's resting a little bit, I'm also going to head up top. I'm going to just hand Scales a burrito and be like, here, you look like you could use some food, and I'm going to keep an eye out. And I'm going to say, if you happen to see an elk wandering around down here, maybe send him our way.
He just he grabs a burrito, just almost absentmindedly takes a bite out of it. This is the best food I've had in a while. Wait, did you say elk?
Yeah, big, really big elk.
What the hell is an elk doing down here in the Cogs?
I brought him with my furry balls.
He just kind of looks at you,
Yeah.
takes a bite, puts it down, and just looks back out the window. He doesn't quite know what to say to that one.
I think he responds to Elky. That might get his attention if you want to send him our way.
Oh, did you go upstairs too?
Oh, I forgot that.
Yes.
Are you hanging out
I
with
did.
Scales?
No, I forgot. Well, you were talking to Scales, and they were talking about people downstairs.
Yeah, no, he said he went upstairs and brought Scales a burrito.
And I'm looking out the window, looking. Can I do a search to see if I can see giant horns sticking out above a building?
You don't see any at the moment. You don't see any at the moment. But go ahead, and give me a D12.
Okay.
The continuing adventures of Elky the Elk.
5.
Okay. So
Well, and we're
yeah,
waiting.
we may
for-
have to make
Well,
Elky's
We're
quest.
waiting for an
thing.
hour, and he only had to travel like a mile.
Yep. Nope. I know.
He's also an elk. Like he's not awakened, right? He still has elk intelligence.
Yeah. Well, and he also doesn't know the streets of Sharn.
Elky's lost.
Well, no.
He got to the lift, but he took it up.
I've got some mechanics right here for this.
Elky and Company.
And you would know if he was gone.
I really do hope that we can do this, guys. We're gonna make a whole game where we just play unawakened animals, and we try to get Elky down into the cogs.
And one of us is Wolfie, one of us is Elky, one of us is the Badger.
We just have one random street corgi running around.
Street corgi.
That could be a fun. That could definitely be a fun adventure. But what are the rest of you doing?
I
Have
want
an
to.
hour.
I'll also take a trip up to Scales.
Scales is just getting all sorts of attention right now, isn't he?
Well, he's my friend. I don't know.
He just looked injured, and sometimes my food heals people. So
Yeah.
God.
So
And I hired him, so I need my money's worth.
We don't know that
Yep.
yet, though.
No, nobody knows that how Sarah said hired him.
because we're
Oh
not
wow,
keeping.
is that a secret
Yeah,
he kept
nobody's
from us?
keeping any
Interesting.
secrets anymore.
Yeah.
I have a life outside the team.
What?
you
You're
know?
not allowed to.
Like when parents do things that are fun outside of like things with children. I'm like,
Oh.
You're in a bowling league?
Like play D&D with their friends online.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So, Taryn, you head upstairs, and you kind of pass Steel on the way. And you go, and you see Scale sitting there at the window, fires another arrow at it.
Popular, aren't you?
He kind of looks over at you. And goes, we got another one sneaking around out there.
Well, I just wanted to come and check in before we take off. Make sure you're all right.
Yeah, you seem to be doing pretty good for yourself with this lot, huh?
Something like that, I suppose.
It's good. It's hard out there alone.
Yep, and then I fire an arrow out the window just because.
Okay, you just shoot just a random one out there.
Maybe I saw a wolf. Maybe I saw one sneaking around. I don't know. Just fire arrow out. Seems like the thing to do in this situation. I don't know.
Well, so I mean, he stopped shooting arrows after that last one he fired.
Darren just fires off one into nowhere.
Yes,
So no,
fire
and see, this is fair because Taryn's also the one that just launched an arrow into a chest because it was sitting over in the corner one time. Taryn tends to be a little paranoid.
Shoot first, talk later guy.
Non-lethals.
The
That's
box
what
looks
we
twitchy.
do.
So
Yeah.
how things going with your daughter? You guys seem to be getting along.
And I turn. I said, "Ask her yourself." And she, because I brought her
Oh, okay.
with me. This is a secret conversation.
He kind of
let's-
nods to her.
Yeah.
See, you haven't killed him yet, huh? And she just kind of shakes her head. And you see her kind of, her fingers are just kind of almost like they're playing a tune on on the hilt of one of her daggers, or her short swords. I mean,
Well, as you can see, we're getting along swimmingly. I think, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to check in with him, make sure that everything's all right before before we take off and go further down.
Yeah, no, this is I actually feel like I'm doing some good here right now. This feels weird.
Tell me about it.
It's not like the good old days. Hunting down farmers and stuff. Getting paid for people who couldn't pay their debts. Those were the good old days, weren't they?
They definitely were. But yeah, maybe there's even better days ahead.
I don't know. After this one, I might retire.
Oh, you're finally retiring.
He just kind of points to the side of his face.
A lot of things happened before. You never retired after.
I better survive this one.
And you are getting old, so it's about time.
Yeah. You know what they say. This isn't an old man's game.
Then I just think about how serious. Oh my god. It's not. No, not really. It's not. No. It's best. Just make sure. That's the raising the flag. Make sure you get out of this one. We'll be back. Hopefully we see each other again.
Hopefully see you again soon.
And then we do the secret Black Dawn handshake and I leave.
Yeah, so you play patty cake with him.
Yeah. It's quick patty cake, one-handed patty cake. Tap bows and just walk away.
Or is it kind of like the one with Peter and what's his name in Spider-Man?
Yep. Peter and Ned.
Yeah, Ned. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
All right.
Scales can be our guy in the chair.
Guy in the chair. Echo.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. Yeah. Hey, so I don't know. That's the seat open for you on the ship if you ever, wanna come.
Yeah.
I'm the captain.
I don't know if your friends would be willing to accept me.
You really only have to worry about one, and it's a matter of time. Honestly, between you and I. That it's. I'm not gonna say it's an act, but that's just not the real her. She can't keep that. She can't keep it up for long.
I don't know. I think she's got more spirit than you realize.
You may not be wrong, but keep
hey, do me a favor while you're out there. Don't die.
Come on, look at who you're talking to.
Yeah, I know exactly who I'm talking to.
And you just a chuckle and just leave.
And you see him look back out the window. What you doing, Echo?
Are you gonna visit him too?
No. He has enough attention on him. You said are the like cots or like the bed spaces upstairs?
So there are no beds.
There are no beds. Cool. I'm just gonna go to a corner and sleep.
Okay, so you're gonna go take a nap?
Yeah, take a nap or a short rest, kind of.
Okay.
Chill.
Okay. Because I mean, you can still go around and talk or interact with people during a short rest, as long as you're not doing any. As long as you're not like if you're casting spells and stuff, that's different. But like taking a short rest is just kind of, you kind of sit down. You can just have a conversation. You can just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I guess not converse, but I'm just gonna sit down and just like observe and reflect on what a roller coaster of a day / time it's been in Sharn, I suppose.
Okay.
Kind of also understanding what our priorities are, because I think we've just been sidetracked, even though I thought that was the main track. I don't realize. what we're doing. So,
Well, so because you all did originally come to Sharn to try to just take out this the creation forge that's rumored to be here down in the Cogs.
Mhm.
That was what the 12 sent you here for in the first place. But of course, upon your arrival, the whole drama with Rose's family kicked off. Your internal drama kind of flared up a little bit with that. But now you guys
didn't
are
we
kind of...
also talk to the Boromars about something? And like they asked us
Yeah.
to.
So they
return?
invited you back because they want to, instead of you destroying the creation forge, they want you to recover it for them.
So. Yeah.
Yes.
Does Ro know that, by the way? Because I feel like she was in the middle of the drama during it, so I wasn't sure
She was not there for that conversation.
She
No,
wasn't
that
even
was-
she knows about it though. Like, did we talk about it afterwards?
Yeah, she's aware and she was paid for
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
she knows.
Yeah.
She doesn't know all the plans though. 'Cause
No.
she kind of disappeared right before we started talking about plans. So
Yeah.
Sorry, you finish.
Oh yeah, no, that was just I was just gonna kind of sit and like there's just a glazed look, but I'm just like looking at everything and kind of understanding.
I just
Yeah,
toss Echo a
listen.
burrito.
Okay.
Just eat.
And I will grab it.
You'll feel better.
All right. And Ro.
So I'm gonna find an empty corner
Okay.
and kind of just like sit with my head against the wall and look at my hand. So what now? He's gone.
He's still there.
Still where? We're gonna play hot and cold? What is this?
I think you need to head out towards the marshes.
And then what? And then what?
Maybe you can find him there. I'm sure I'll be able to track him down for you pretty soon. And you're hearing this all in the back of your head.
Do you know other things?
Wait, is she talking out loud or just like
No,
Mind
she's
you.
talking out loud.
can I clock this? I know she's in a corner, but like do I just see her talking to herself?
I'm
me
definitely
perception.
doing like a
Give me a perception check.
We
Echo.
all see Ro doing her best Gollum impression.
Perception. Oh my god, please, like it's an 11. I know I'm not gonna see it, but I really want to see it.
No, you do.
Oh, I do.
You
I'm
do.
I'm not hiding.
No, she's
No,
just
but it's just like
she's sitting over in the corner. You just see her kind of like leaning back, like and you can't hear what she's saying.
obviously I can't
But
hear,
she-
but like I mean, once saying like, oh gosh,
Yeah.
like send me help versus like having a full-on conversation is a different
Yeah.
thing. So
She
I'm just
looks
gonna-
like she's having a conversation
But
with
she's
someone.
like
I'm just
looking
gonna
at her
stare
hand
for a
going,
little bit.
Yeah, she's looking at the marks on her dragon mark and stuff, which you're familiar with.
You're
And
talking
she's
back.
having this conversation. So she's talking to her arm
Weird.
and it's answering back like, no.
Over. Did you get that copy?
But while they're watching me, and I'm not aware of that. But yeah, do you know other things?
I know a lot. I know many things.
About me or just about the world?
Yes.
You know who my father is?
You feel this strange tingling just kind of going through your arm. Almost as if it's like falling asleep. And then a slight little burn. And then, yes, I know.
Are you gonna share?
One day, perhaps. After you complete your revenge,
Can I ask
tie
one,
up all loose ends.
Can I ask one more question?
You feel a sharp burning pain like go through your arm.
So no, because it kind of feels like the same as all the yeses. Do I notice them all watching me?
You notice Echo is staring intently at
When
you.
she makes eye contact, I look away. And look.
Echo's like mid burrito, like
Oh wow!
Echo's like, oh, look at the, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The cobwebs over there. Wow, she really dusts this place.
And you know how we kind of talked about hearing voices and the voices telling me to kill things.
I'm just gonna scooch over. She doesn't have to yell at him. Like, yeah. Did you?
Well, I was just trying to see if it would tell me anything.
Okay, out of game. Do I know who it is? Like, have you mentioned the actual name?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've told you about the cloaked dude and his name and all
Yep.
that. Yeah. Mylar.
Okay. What's it?
Mylar.
Mylar.
Okay. Sorry. What were you saying? You were saying that you.
Well, I thought, we're sitting. Might be a good time to ask questions.
So when you talk to Mylar, is it? I'm trying to understand the dynamic here. Are they? Is he? She? I don't. Or he? Are they friendly? Are they aggressive? Are they demanding? Like, what's their personality like?
He seems sort of chill. I think they seem sort of chill for the most part. Every now and then there's some cackling and then every now and then it's like, get your revenge, kill him. But
him
not,
is your uncle, or is it someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's my uncle.
Specifically
So far hasn't told me to kill anyone else, but there's this general sense of use the power, get more power.
But why are they so invested in you getting your revenge?
Well, that was gonna be my next question, but then they
Okay,
stopped.
go. You ask. I'll just speak. No, like prompter.
My question was going to be, why do you want me to do this so badly?
A moment goes by. All loose ends must be tied up.
It's like talking to a magic 8-ball.
What did they say?
All loose ends must be tied up.
You don't have limited questions, right?
No, I think they just get sick of answering me.
Okay, but I guess you could ask if you want, what do they gain from this?
I'm going to be honest and say that I'm probably not going to get a good answer about that one. I tried to ask another one earlier and I got a zinger. But sure, okay. What do you get?
More power.
More power.
Ooh. That seems a little suspicious.
I mean, that's why I did it, isn't it?
I know, but I feel like we don't really understand Mylar's intentions, so we don't know what when they're saying more power, we don't know what they intend to do with it. I hope, and I know we already had a conversation, but like the way you're seeking power, though it does seem worrisome at times, but I understand. I trust that you won't be using it in any malicious manner. It's not for malicious intent. Yes, you're seeking revenge, and you want to get justice for yourself and for your family, but I don't think you're doing it to be cruel or for the sake of being powerful. You have a purpose that has some sort of nobility behind it. I don't know that we know that about Mylar, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. I just I haven't decided if it matters, if their intentions matter.
I just worry that in the grand scheme of things, they might,
I guess it just depends, and we'll see whether the ends do justify the means.
When you say that, Ro, you feel not burning this time. Just a feeling of just pure power and energy kind of radiate through your mark all the way up through to your shoulder. It doesn't hurt at all. It just feels powerful.
You good?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a rush. I guess we'll find out, but I think he or they have a bead on where my uncle or whatever that is went.
Okay. Is it nearby? Or
DM, do I know?
So you know the marshes. The shadow marshes are in the far northwest of Corvair.
Far northwest.
Yep. That's where a lot of the aberrations and like bad things from deep in the ground come from.
Got it.
As you two are having this conversation, you all of a sudden hear some very heavy footsteps, and you all hear this coming up on the floorboards above you, and you see scales come running down. You all might want to come look at this. I don't know what the hell this is that's coming towards us right now.
Yeah. Hustle up.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So you all work your way back upstairs and look out the window. And at first you're not quite sure what it is you're looking at. But you see what looks to be 4 small creatures, maybe about half the size of Biscuit, walking on all 4s. But they're obviously mechanical of some sort. But the platform that would form what is their body seems to have a glass dome kind of over the top of it. And inside looks to be this almost yellowish, viscous fluid just kind of floating around. And they're moving almost like small little spiders in a way. And you see 4 of them. And you see 2 more. And they seem to be heading straight towards the inn. And that is where we're going to pick up next week. As these things you have never seen before seem to be coming out towards the inn. And we're going to get into next week what those things actually are. We'll give you guys a week to, we're going to give you guys a week to kind of stew over it and see if you
stew on it.
See what kind of ideas you think these things might be.
I think I got an idea.
But this is a good spot for us to go ahead and call it an evening. Before we go ahead and find a friend to raid, though, we do got a few quick reminders for everyone.
Yeah, if you liked our stuff tonight, be sure to check out the other shows we have here at the Games Tavern. Tomorrow night, we have Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction as the crew continues on their exploits. They're on at 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Tuesdays, we have the Omega Files. That is our Call of Cthulhu game set in the modern era. Mysteries, intrigue, and danger loom around every corner for whatever brave soul decides to show up.
You also don't want to forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern over on YouTube. So go head over there in just a little bit and do that. Subscribing is free. You won't miss any of the action, and you get access to all of our previous shows and all the other content we put on here. So you can find a new show or catch up on what we've been doing over the last year or so. And every little bit helps. So go head over there when you can.
The winner of the mystery dice set from 1985 games is Turbo KKV. Congrats. The Tech Goblins will reach out to you on Twitch to get the info to send you your awesome prize.
Yep.
All
Turbo
right.
KKV wins quite a few of these.
That's true.
Building up a horde there.
All right, Deeters. Be sure to visit 1985games.com and check out their mystery dice packs and other great tools for your games. And get this, if you use our special show code DirtyDeeds1985, no spaces, all one word, you can get a 10% discount on your purchases.
10%?
10%.
10%.
10%.
10%.
But wait, there's more. Always want to say that.
What's more than 10%?
First and foremost, I gotta say huge shout out and thank you to our friends at Shard Tabletop for sponsoring our show. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself, and of course use the code TGTShard20 to get your a 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions. Again, that's TGTShard20 for 20% of a discount.
Yeah, so we go from 10% to 20%. Beginning of the show, we go from 20 to 10. It's just discounts all over the place for you. And I do also want to give a shout out to our Tech Goblins who make sure that all this stuff happens in the background. They work really hard for this. So thank you for everything you do with that. And we look forward to seeing you all here next week as we find out what these new creatures seem to be that are crawling towards our group. Stay dirty, everyone.
Bye.